Hey, y'all. You're listening to According to Mike and Tony. This is your fill-in clam.
Welcome to episode number 18, According to Mike and Tony. I am singer-songwriter Tony Dollar, and sitting on the other end of the table, as he is every week, Mike Pierce. What's up, dude?
It's the fucking weekend.
Yes, and it's
And
warm.
70s today, 79 I saw the high tomorrow.
Hell yes.
This is real fucking awesome.
Yes, so nice to have some good warm weather. Let's get this shit out of the way real quick. Today's episode is brought to you by TDM Studios, bringing you high-quality audio production in podcasting and music. March 29th, I will be auditioning for the 2015 Capitol Hill People's Fair. Come out and support me on that Sunday at 11:30 a.m. It will be at the Celtic Tavern at 1801 Blake Street, downtown Denver.
It's a cool place, too.
I've never been there, actually.
Yeah, it's a really nice place.
Yeah. What's it like?
Like a regular Irish pub-ish. And so, but they have spots for your, again, bands and everything play, because we went there a whole bunch of times because my brother-in-law, he used to do pipe band. So he used to do a lot of drumming and a lot of, bagpipes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty dope.
So
they got Scottish stuff going on. Yeah, they've narrowed it down to 45. There's 45 artists now. And so we get this short little spot. I get a 10-minute spot or 2 songs, whatever's shorter. So I got to try to knock it out of the park. Also, I'm working with a new company called Dragon Monkey Management. Been working with them pretty intensively recently, and they're helping me out a lot. Dragon Monkey Management is an artist management promotions company based out of Colorado. Their goal is to place artists on the pathway to their dreams and connect them with venues seeking professional talent and entertainment. Whether you're an artist looking for guidance or a venue looking for talent, this is the place to be. Shout out to Dragon Monkey. Let's get down to the real shit now. Today we have body positive personal style blogger and the creator of Fatshion Queen, the website, fatshinqueen.com, and my sister, Manda Peralta. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Wonderful and fantastic.
You enjoying the warm weather, too?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Jumpsuits and crop tops, baby.
Beautiful. Well, we have in the studio also today, the one and only, Bruce Leroy.
Oh, yeah. It's good to be back.
Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Lots of cool stuff going on, huh?
lots of cool stuff going on. A little age difference this week in this guy over here.
Oh, you guys thought I was 30 before.
Uh-oh.
Now that I'm 30, it's on.
The big 3-0.
The dirty 30.
The big 3-0. Man, do you feel older?
No,
No.
not at all.
She rolled up on a bike
Yeah.
today and got
Motorbike.
music playing on the bike. Good God, man.
It's 70 degrees. If I wasn't here,
Yeah.
I'd be stark naked in my backyard.
You're going to get in trouble for that again, I'm telling you. Okay, so let's talk to you, Manda, which is always weird for me because I call you Mandy. You're my
Call me
sister.
Mandy,
Okay, I'm going to call
please.
you Mandy. Okay. What inspired you to start your blog?
At first, it was, I was like, I'm plus size. I'm pretty stylish. I think I could help a lot of bigger women feel comfortable dressing differently than society wants us to dress. But then it became this thing that was more geared toward empowering women to accept themselves big and small. Because I've realized in this, and all the people that are following me, and I get comments a lot, it doesn't matter what size you are or what you look like. Everybody has insecurities.
Oh,
Whether
absolutely.
you're a size 2 or a size 32.
It's part of being human.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Well, so for people who don't know, we're talking again about fatshinqueen.com. That's FATSHION.com. Yes. Let's talk a little bit about what your website has, like kind of what kind of stuff do you have on there, and what is your website all about?
There are some style blogs which highlight outfits of the day. There is a coffee talk blog which I basically rant about.
That's actually my personal favorite. I love that
Rant
section.
about all the body shamers and accepting your body as it is. And I also have a shop page where people can shop all my outfits and look at plus size fashion and beauty. I do some makeup.
Very cool.
Yeah.
But I love it, and we, like Mike said before, we try to have people on that are doing cool shit.
Yeah.
And you're doing something really cool, and kind of in the same vein as us
Thanks.
is you're saying stuff that maybe people are afraid to say,
Mm-hmm.
to, speak up and say stuff. So I think it's really cool. We've talked a lot about some of the things that have come along with this, because you started this maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And it's just, it turns out.
It doesn't feel like that, though.
I
It
bet
feels
it doesn't.
like this is a part of me that's been waiting to come out for years.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I owe it, I can't take all the credit. I owe it to a community called F Your Beauty Standards, which Tess Munster, I think she's Tess Holiday now because she got engaged or married. She founded this community of people. It's women, men, gay, straight, skinny, fat, people encouraging each other to accept yourself as you are, no matter what you look like, no matter who you are, no matter what.
And they've given you some exposure and some spotlight.
Yeah, they actually featured me today, which was really exciting, and they featured me about 2 weeks ago too.
Yeah.
So, and they have a lot of followers. They have 108,000.
Yeah, and this keeps happening to you. You keep, people keep highlighting your stuff, big websites, Target and these kind of places that are out there, and they're giving you attention and they're bringing attention to what you're doing, and I think that's dope. But it's really amazing to see the immediate effects of it. Yeah. Watching this thing in 4 or 5 weeks go. I mean, you started nothing. You started a fresh Instagram page. Look at you now. I mean, you've got, you just checked a few minutes ago, it was like 1,300 followers on Instagram. Yeah. In a number of weeks, and what that said to me, and I guess this is kind of a question I prepared to ask you, which was, do you feel like you've tapped into a community of people that was already there? If you do, great. And being so, do you feel like it actually benefits you personally too? Do you get something back from it?
I never would have begun this in the first place if I hadn't found that confidence inside me. But because of this community is why I tapped into it in the first place, because I was anxiety ridden, really body shaming myself every day, feeling insecure, like I wasn't good enough. And then you go on their Instagram, their website, and you see all these people who there's such a variety of people, and they're all accepting themselves, and they're encouraging you to do the same thing. So it was really easy at that point. I swear, it sounds really corny, but one day I was just like, I'm going to accept who I am today.
I remember the day, because I remember you sending me text messages and letting me know you were thinking about starting it. You started like on a WordPress site, and you just, as the day went on, that one day, you became increasingly passionate and excited about it.
Yeah. And
I think sometimes when you find those stuff, like we've talked about it a lot, Bruce Leroy, on the show, about how it's so important to find something that you love, and do that in life. And it's cool to see you find your groove, especially as your big brother. I think it's pretty dope. So,
what happened to you to get that confidence boost? Like, did something happen where you just turned that page?
I was tired. I was really tired of, and this sounds really dark, but I was tired of feeling like I couldn't leave my house in what I wanted to wear. I had to cover up. I had to cover my stomach. I had to wear baggy clothes. I had to wear my hair a certain way. And I couldn't be myself. And it was just this constant struggle. And just one day, I was like, if all these women and men can do it, because there are a lot of men out there too with a ton of insecurities.
Oh, yeah.
And that are a part of this community as well. And I was like, if all these people can do it, so can I. It was really that simple.
The people they can't see you, and the name of the blog is Fatshon. You should change it to PHAT. I think you got it going on. She got the beautiful hair. You have wonderful makeup. You have good style.
Thank you.
When I was finding out the things to put on Instagram, the pictures to put on Instagram and on Facebook, and featuring who her special guest was, I was looking through the blog and her Facebook thing, and I was like, God damn it, there's too many goddamn nice pictures to choose from. I was like,
I know.
I was like, which one am I going to put on there?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
that means a lot.
But no, and then Tony was saying that it's just me and him had been watching, because he'd text me. He's like, look how many followers she has already. I was like looking. I was like, good God. And
I think it's just these people need someone to look to, like I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just need someone to look to and go, this woman is very heavy, and she's big, and she's all the things we're not supposed to accept, but she accepts herself. So why can't I?
Yeah.
It's like, again, with those followers and everything like that, it's just that outlet, and it looks like those people are using you as their voice and as inspiration too. And obviously, because it's and it's like a niche market too, because there's to
yeah.
have that many followers in that little time that you've already had is incredible.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and that people are coming after you, knocking on your door already
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
Let's talk about some of the stuff that comes along with this, though, because it's not all fucking rainbows and princess music and whatnot. We'll start with stalkers.
Mhm.
When you started doing this, you've had guys contacting you that maybe
Well,
were not-
hello.
that maybe aren't so appropriate, and
Yeah.
does that shit
I
scare
actually
you?
got asked about a week ago if somebody could eat my moon pie
Wow.
via email.
Oh,
And in the
nerve.
same day, somebody told me, I don't know if you know this, but you have heart disease. And I'm like, well, it's a good thing
Right,
I
was
got
gonna-
health
well, I
insurance.
was gonna- yeah. I was
Thank you, Dr. Idiot.
gonna- no shit, right?
Via email.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to get into that because that's sort of the opposite end of the spectrum. You've got the people who are just so into you that it's a little bit scary, and then you've got the people that are just completely anti what you're doing,
Yeah.
and they just feel like
I can see it getting scarier than it is now. It's not scary yet. It's just kind of creepy.
yeah.
And then big brother Tony here. He's just like, you just see him like fuming and seaming over there.
Come on, I'm 305. I could take them.
it's the road less traveled, though, right? You know, it's the
Yeah.
Robert Frost comparison. You're taking the road less traveled,
yeah.
so there's going to be
Mhm.
bumps because you're blazing a trail clearly that nobody's ever been down this pathway. So you're going
Yeah.
to have the people who are going to make it difficult for you, and the naysayers. But I mean, for every naysayer, I imagine you've probably given confidence to 10 or 15 people.
Exactly.
And I think
The
you
first person that ever responded to me,
oh, you're getting
I don't
emotional.
wanna
It's
get
okay. It's
emotional.
okay. We get emotional here.
it made me feel like that was me, like a week ago. And she said, I wish I had that confidence. I'm trying to love myself too. And it just made me go, one person. I was fine at one person. And now it's like 1,100 people now, or
Yeah.
1,300 people
Mhm.
now.
Well, you're doing a wonderful thing.
Mhm.
Not only are you doing something that you love and that you're passionate about, but you're making the world a better fucking place. And
No doubt.
thumbs
Thanks.
up to that.
The
And-
people that are hating on you, they should probably spend their time in a more constructive way.
well,
And
that's
it's kind of sad. I just feel compassion for them because those are the people I believe need this encouragement the most.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got nothing better to do than to get online and tell people that you're gonna get heart disease or you
Right.
have heart disease or
You're
get the
sitting
fuck
behind
outta
your
here.
desk.
Really? You got nothing better to do with your life, buddy. Good
Yeah.
luck. Good luck with everything.
Yeah.
Um,
I just blow them a kiss and block.
That's
it.
One thing I do want to talk about that you mentioned already was your coffee talk section.
Mm-hmm.
I really love that. Being a dude, obviously your site is more or less directed at women, but
Yeah.
it's got stuff on there for everybody, and that's why I spend my time on the coffee talk because
My
it's,
fiance likes it too. the
yeah,
most.
right. It's you being honest and open, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems like you just kind of see or you observe things in the world that maybe you have an opinion about or hit you a certain way, and you just sort of talk about it in this really open, honest way. And to be completely honest, I've told you this before, we'll say it on the podcast too, I had no idea your writing skills were so fucking amazing.
Thank
like
you.
it's really, really, really good.
I am smart.
So
Despite
And
what you
good-looking.
knew. Despite what you knew of me, Tony.
yeah. It's easy to underestimate your little sister,
Yes, annoying
Um,
little sister. And I have stories, you guys.
And that's going to come later.
One article you had on there, I call them articles. I don't know, it's a piece, whatever.
Blog.
Blog, okay. The Duff. Have you guys heard of Duff before, DUFF?
Dumb ugly fat friend.
Yep. It's a movie that came out. It came out in February, right? Like
Mhm.
February of this year.
Mhm.
Bizarre. And what was one of the craziest things that you pointed out in your piece there in your blog was how the chick that is targeted as the Duff, she's like probably
Beautiful.
well within her BMI. Like she's not.
Thank you.
She's not at all overweight. It's kind of a
And
bizarre
beautiful.
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
And even if she wasn't conventionally beautiful, it's like, I just feel like there is this unachievable sweet spot where whether you're skinny or fat, and can I segue into something?
Hell yeah, you do what you
I
want.
I don't want to target the Kardashian family, but listen to this. I just got word yesterday that Kylie Jenner is 17 years old. She is now an anti-wrinkle cream ambassador.
At 17.
At 17.
At 17.
Kim
starting now.
Kardashian, gorgeous woman, incredibly beautiful, banging body. She's endorsing waist trainers. Why?
Money.
Yeah,
Right, it's all
right.
money, and these people are making money on other people's insecurities. It's really fucking sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. It's there's so much about the Kardashians. It's really accurate commentary about the society we live in. But that is really a bizarre juxtaposition. A 17-year-old who's
I
endorsing
just feel like with
anti-aging
society,
wrinkle cream.
they're creating this unachievable place for women and men too.
Well, the thing is that cracks me up too whenever I see these things, like, you know, when they were talking about how Kim Kardashian, she's like, she just had, or Jennifer Lopez is a really good one. Jennifer Lopez had her twins, and they were like the next, like I saw on People when I was at the grocery store, and I was like, Jennifer Lopez has her body back. You know, and just find out the diet and the workout that she does.
Yeah,
and I was like
it's all
looking at it,
over.
and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, yeah. If I had 8 hours, 6 hours a day just to fucking work out, I would be ridiculously buff and
I can't say that I would
and
be
in
too.
fit too. But you know what I'm saying? That's they don't have a regular 40-hour a week job like everybody else does and everything
Right.
like that. And
Yeah.
And they're
you
not
know,
getting paid to do it.
I don't have, you know,
I mean,
dietitian.
you're not getting paid to do it.
Yeah, I don't get paid to look good.
Trainer.
You know, dietitian,
nutritionist.
trainer,
Right.
you know, and nutritionists and chefs and
Well, and that's another thing too. I think is that a big part of health has become so much focus on the physical appearance of the body as opposed to the
Yes.
overall holistic health of a person's body,
Right.
which includes spiritual stuff and mental stuff too. But when it comes down to it, it's sort of what is the motivation for getting in shape? Is it, you know, so that you look good in a swimsuit, or is it, you know, because you might have a longer life and a happier life with a higher quality of living and that kind of thing too?
I'm gonna go with that one.
yeah. Well, one of my favorite
Yeah.
one of my favorite comedians is Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh yeah.
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
And he's always talking, you know, he's always saying, you know, people are always saying, oh, you're not going to live that long. You're not going to, you know, you need to, be healthy and this and this and then. He's like, I'm enjoying life right now. You know, he's like a big piece of chocolate cake. He goes,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
enjoying that right now.
Focus
Yeah.
on yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say to those people is a truly happy, content person that loves themselves has no need to put anybody else down, tell them what they should or shouldn't be doing, judge them.
Yeah.
It's
right.
like if I'm really happy, which I am now, by the way, I
Sweet.
don't care what anybody else does. I
Mhm.
don't.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't all think that way, huh?
Yeah.
So what do you think the future of Fatshion Queen looks like? I mean, obviously it's growing. It's so new. I can't even imagine trying to
Just
figure out
doing the
what
damn thing, doing the same stuff
Yep.
that I'm doing now. I think I can reach a lot of people more than I already have, and
Just keep
that's all I
growing it,
want.
basically.
Yeah,
And your
I
website
want to
is
encourage
really
people.
nice.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, it's most excellent.
Thanks.
And the pictures, I will say too, as Mike pointed out, not only are you beautiful in all the pictures, but they're
you.
just high quality, really nice.
Yeah.
You were showing me your fancy new
Who
camera.
takes
a
that
little bit.
pictures? Who
Me.
takes those? You?
Oh, Mr. Tripod.
Mr.
I have a remote and a camera, but yeah,
A pretty dope.
most fashion bloggers at some point can afford a photographer.
Uh-huh.
By the way,
But I don't mind doing it myself. I like it.
Well, you've done photography in the past. You've always
Yeah.
been an artist. You did painting for
Mhm.
years and drawings and stuff, and you did photography for a long time.
Mhm.
By the way, Mike, she's going to take some pictures of us after the episode, just so you know.
Yeah.
We have no pictures of us together. It's like we've never met each other. I don't know what the
No.
hell's.
Never.
Yeah.
I think the
The only-
one picture that we do have is when we're at work. And
Oh, I
that's
thought I thought the only one was the one that you took a picture of me and a picture of you and spliced it together.
That's one of them, but there's the
Wow,
one.
did you really do that?
But there's the one, yeah.
Is that a
yeah.
joke or?
No, that's for
we
real.
Put it together, yeah.
That's for real.
But the one picture that we do have together is when I was presenting Bruce Leroy with flowers on my knees on his graduation
Oh,
from
that's
his
right.
from DU.
That's right.
I still have that picture.
Yeah, that's still on Facebook somewhere, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's still in there somewhere.
Yeah.
That was Jeff Hill, Joe, Jesse, you, me, and Bruce Leroy over here.
The old job, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and that's
Funny.
the only picture I
Funny.
think of as us. It's really weird
You need it. You guys
together,
need
and
it.
we've
Yeah.
known each other for how long? 5
6
years.
decades.
Yeah.
I'm not
6?
sure. It seems like a
Wow.
long time, Mike.
But we already picked. I already pitched some pictures at Mandy here because we're gonna do the hand heart thing
The heart in the
in
sunset.
the sunset.
Two hands make
I'm
a
about
heart.
to describe what you're doing with your hand. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now they get it.
Yeah.
He wants us in a field.
Yeah.
A wheat field.
Yeah, there's wheat fields around us, so.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. We'll take a couple of shots standing next to each other.
Next to the water heater.
Next to the water heater. That'll work. This is a question that we ask every single guest that comes on the show.
Okay.
And we did ask her this once, and she never did answer. Remember?
Oh, well, she was off mic too, right?
No, but she never answered.
Well,
remember?
you declined to answer this, but we have to.
I don't remember.
have
I
to
was
answer this
probably
time.
drinking.
Yeah, I'd forgot about it until Mike mentioned it just now that you were here off mic one time, and you grabbed my mic for a second, but you said you declined to answer. But that's okay because now you've had
I
time
grabbed
to think
your
about
mic to decline.
Yeah.
Wow. I was definitely
it.
drinking.
That was the same episode that you were taking my beer. Remember that?
You took my beer.
That
Go
was
back
the
and listen.
Actually.
Yeah. By the way, not to get on too much of a tangent, but the Pacquiao fight, which we've mentioned very little recently, is definitely happening on May 2nd.
Yep.
We're going to try and put a little panel together and do a fight day podcast. By the way, Bruce Leroy, if you're down, I'm going to get you in on that. Maybe get Mark the Couch guy in on it. And we were kind of thinking maybe Dom Impey.
Yeah, because Dom represents the Mayweather side.
Yes, he does. He does.
Really?
Want to keep him in the minority, though.
I used to like him.
He seemed like such a cool guy.
He is a cool guy.
Yeah, but we'll do that. So that'll be May 2nd, the May 2nd episode. So you're on an island
Oh, shit.
by yourself the rest of your life.
Oh, crap.
You do have a way to play music, and you only have one album.
So music is the only thing I can take on the island?
Yep.
Well, okay. we never elaborated on the
Uh-oh.
details. You'll be able to survive to a ripe old age. You have those kind of things there present.
Okay.
She's like,
no
I have. So
dildos.
you're telling me I have cable TV? Actually, you don't even have cable.
Do
TV.
I have reality television?
All that aside, is in the music department, you have one album left. It's the only album you can listen to the rest of your life.
Can I two?
Nope.
I will
Nope, it's
narrow
one.
it down to
Nope.
two.
Nope, it's one.
I'm going to say two.
Shut her mic off.
Oh, man. Two, please? Okay.
They have to be in order then.
Okay. Number 1, Easy Does It by Eazy-E. Number 2, David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust.
Look at that range.
Beautiful.
Look at that range.
Yeah, she has a really wide range of taste in music.
But Eazy-E's first.
Okay. Fucking that's a great answer.
So
That is
you
a
were
great
going to go
answer.
see the new that NWA movie then?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that's the NWA movie with.
I'm so out of the loop.
Yeah. What is it? Ice Cube, right? Is producing it
Ice
and everything like
Cube?
that. Yeah.
Well, I don't really know about this thing.
Me
Dude
neither.
sold out majorly.
I know about
Long time ago.
that dope ass video that was on YouTube of the history of Shady Records. Did you catch that? Oh, it's free. It's on YouTube. Check it out, man. History. It came out. It had like 10,000 views when I saw it, and it had been on the internet for like
Yeah. The
2
movie's
hours
called
or something.
Straight Outta Compton.
Oh,
Okay.
appropriate.
So, wait, hold on.
No, I hadn't
No,
even
yeah,
heard about
Straight
it.
Outta Compton.
How old is that news?
It's been out. It's going to be in August 14th.
Is this news to you, Dad?
Yeah, he's heard.
Oh, he's heard of it. Okay.
Yeah,
Our dad
August
is
14th.
a huge
Well, yeah, he introduced
West
me to all
Coast
that
rap
music growing up.
guy.
Yeah.
Straight Outta Compton. It's everything. Like I said, it's people are playing, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre. They're all. Warren G, Nate Dogg, like everything. Suge
Wow.
Knight, everybody's
That's
in
gonna be
this
a great
NWA movie.
Oh, Suge Knight, man.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that last episode?
Wow.
No.
Yeah, Suge Knight ran some people over, and you posted the video
Is
on
that
Facebook.
real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's pretty
real.
real. And I made the mistake of watching it. That was rough. You know what the craziest part about that shit was, though? If you seen the video,
Mm-mm.
Bruce Leroy? Have you seen? You haven't seen this video either, I
Mm-mm.
presume. Dad, did you watch the video? Dad, of course you watched
Yeah.
the video. You're the first viewer. It shows Suge Knight like rolls up, and there's some kind of confrontation. There's a lot of speculation about what exactly is going on.
Yeah.
Some dude may have a gun and stuff. But at some point, Suge Knight backs his truck up.
And he clips
what the
one
hell
guy.
truck was that? It looked like just like a Nissan
Was it
Frontier.
No,
intentional?
it's like a Chevy Silverado, like a Super,
was it?
like
Okay.
a ZZ71.
Yeah. So he backs up and then he just guns it, and one dude gets effed up. Like, he gets run over twice, the front and the back, and then afterward he's like laying there just like completely squished, and like he kind of lifts his head up, and then his head sort of just goes back down, and then the other guy got hit in the front and just sort of flew backwards out of the shot, and you knew one guy died and one guy lived, and the craziest shit is the dude who got run over twice lived. The dude who got hit, he probably flew back and hit his head or something. Yeah.
Was it intentional?
Yeah. Well, no, he's trying to that's what the defense is arguing. His defense is trying to say that, there was a gun present, and when you watch the video, like, yeah, you can watch the video. One of the dudes that was with that group that stopped him, like, runs up to the dude that got run over and like pulls something out, and it's like a gun silhouette, and like puts it in the back of his pants.
And the footage is so pixelated, it's real hard to tell what's really going on.
But what else would you put in the back of your pants like
he's
that?
holding it, looks like a gun, and
the
way he puts it in his back pocket.
Yeah,
I mean, it
wasn't
a cell phone.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
So that's what they're saying is, like, his defense was he was trying to flee, and it kind of looked that way. Again, I'm not a Suge Knight promoter or anything like that, but how he backed away and he tried to gun it, like the way he did it was just looked like he was trying to get away.
The F out of there.
Yeah.
Huh?
At that moment, he was like, "This fool done brought a gun to a car fight."
You think that's the first person Suge Knight's killed?
On tape, yes.
On tape,
yeah. On tape, yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
So Eazy-E and David Bowie.
Yeah,
that is what she's working with. All right.
I'll never forget the time I was playing a show at Herman's Hideaway.
Oh shit!
And there was this group opening early in the night.
Green Typewriters, honey.
You still remember? They were called the Green Typewriters. And if you look down to the audience, bless this band. I don't know if they're still out there plugging away or not.
I was thinking about that the other day, like 2 days ago.
Yeah. Well, if you look down to the audience where they were playing, you would think that it looked like the audience was trying to figure out what they were watching. Like, they just had these looks on their face, like, what is happening? And my sister was dancing, holding a beer. She's like, these guys are the shit. So your taste is really eclectic, and sometimes I always give everything a try. Not everything always sticks with me, but I definitely admire how wide of a range of
what
music
has
you're
stuck
into.
with you? I'm wondering.
Oh God, that I didn't listen to before you showed me.
Yeah.
Wasn't
it TV on the radio? You liked them?
Yeah.
Did you know about them?
No, I didn't know about them. Honestly, years ago, who was it now? Was it the it was either not the White Stripes. They're from the South.
Kings of Leon.
Kings of Leon.
Yeah, I want to say I liked them before they were big.
Right, I know you did, and you were the first person to tell me about them, and I definitely liked
Manda
them.
Hipster Peralta.
I was about to say that. Hipster. It was
Beat
cool.
you to it, sucker.
Well, that is the thing. You don't like it once it becomes too cool. Like, how much do you listen to Kings of Leon?
Can I tell you, the Black Keys were amazing when they were starving, and now they're like mainstream and it turned all pop.
So what are you gonna do if I make it really huge and win Grammys and shit? You're gonna. She's like, I don't like your music now, to be honest with you.
I'll probably like it then.
Oh, my God. A couple more questions before we move on to fun facts. Who are your heroes? Is there anybody you look up to or you think is kind of...
Beyonce. Oh, my queen.
I sense a joke here.
Okay. No.
Is that real?
For sure.
I would have never guessed that.
For sure.
She's a hard worker.
Oh my God, I know.
I'd love to look up to Beyonce.
No, everything she stands for, women empowerment and all of that.
Yeah.
And for sure, Tess Holiday. Like, she trailblazed.
Tess Holiday's the F Your Standards.
F Your Beauty Standards. She
sorry.
founded that. And now she's a size 22. Just signed to a Milk Management, which is a modeling agency. First plus size model at her size. See, now Sports Illustrated just did this thing, plus size.
Okay, you need to stop writing.
Actually,
you need
Graham.
to stop writing my head right now. You need to stop getting out of my head.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about her.
Mikey,
but
what are you doing? Hold on. For the listeners, you're showing her something on your computer.
He showed me an article about Ashley Graham, which is quote unquote plus size. She's beautiful, gorgeous. I don't want to put her down in any way, but I think she's like a size 12. But that's not even what I'm talking about. These Sports Illustrated models were like a size 8 and 10.
That's plus size?
That's
plus
exactly.
So this is what the article says. Size 12 is plus size. But they were saying that if you look further into the article that even 8 is plus size right now.
Yeah, to me that's really sad, and I don't like to draw lines, but in my opinion, plus size is not a size 8 or 10. It's a heavy woman. Like, that's just how I feel about it. And these models that are in Sports Illustrated, I mean, it's a baby step in the right direction.
Yeah.
It really is. And I feel that way. But to go back to what we were talking about, Tess Holiday is one of my heroes for sure because she's a size 22. I think she's 5'7".
5'5".
5'5". Wow. Okay. She's shorter than me.
Yeah. Well, you're decently tall, actually.
Okay. So I'm 6'2", by the way.
Yeah.
No, she's 5'5" and size 22, which is smaller than me. But it's another huge step. So
yeah, it's about steps in the right direction.
She's a huge hero. And there were so many people hating on her when she got this contract. And she's just like, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah.
My check's still cashing, boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cash whatever size I am. Money don't have a size limit.
No, it doesn't. And these people are sitting behind their computers.
Yeah.
You got big legs.
Well, it says
Cool.
the average American woman is a size 14. Average American woman.
That says so much.
Yeah.
And society is driving these women to feel like whether you're a size 0 or a size 30, you're supposed to look different than you are no matter what you look like. You shouldn't look how you look. You need a waist trainer. You need anti-wrinkle cream. You need high heels. You need to lose 20 pounds. You need to gain 10 pounds. You need blonde hair. You need short hair. You need...
And one thing that I like that I saw in one of the articles on your website. I fucking retarded.
Blogs.
Your piece, your whatever it's called. Your blog. One of your blogs was talking about, I liked it. You sort of pointed out the other side of things. You were talking about that song, All About That Bass. And you were talking about, I think you were talking about lyrics in it, right?
Megan Trainor.
Yeah, and she was pointing out that she's like, am I the only one who's noticing this, or is there actually a little bit of body shaming going the opposite direction here in parts of this song? And I just thought it was cool that you brought that up because when it comes down to it, it's always
these skinny bitches don't know where it's at. That's what she said.
Yeah, and it's
in that song, and it's okay.
It's still body shaming.
It's not okay.
Yeah, right, right. It's the same shit on the other side.
Just kind of warping these young minds to feel like you can't be skinny or fat. You can't be anything.
Like kids are jacked up, man.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I got a 6-year-old daughter, and I'm freaking scared.
I think insecure people are easy people to control in general.
Yes.
Whether you want them to buy your product,
and that's exactly how they want you to be.
Oh yeah.
So they can make more.
Maximize the profits. Can you stop fiddling with your microphone there?
I just feel cool like Whitney Houston.
Okay, one last
Or Christina Aguilera, how she's always like this.
She shakes her pinky while she's holding the microphone.
She fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she's a little shorty too.
I'm just going to throw that out there. I like normal body size. I like this Christina when she was like, when she had all her,
Genie in the bottle style. You didn't like that, huh?
No, I like this Christina right
now.
She in the right place.
Made me watch The Voice. I don't even like that shit.
I just put it on
mute. Yeah. Just mute it.
Oh God! I got one last question for you, Fatshion Queen.
Fatshion Queen.
Fatshion Queen. If you could only say one thing to your fans and followers, what would it be?
One thing is in like one sentence?
Yeah, because right now you got an open thing and you can do stuff on your blog every single day and you can put stuff out there. But if you had to say, we're going to wrap it all up, you got one final message you got to give to everybody who's into what you're into, what would you say to them?
That's really hard. Love and accept yourself because the people you're listening to hate themselves more than they hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, almost like put your focus on the positive, not the negative shit coming at you. Don't
love yourself. Period.
Very cool. Shall we move on to fun facts, sir?
We shall move to the fun facts. Which one popped out to you today?
Oh, I put a lot on this week.
All right.
Taking a shower during a lightning storm. This one cracked me up because it seems so obvious, but then it was so crazy. Taking a shower during a lightning storm is not recommended. A lightning strike could be conducted from many miles away through a water pipe. That's some scary ass shit. Has that ever happened though?
I mean, obviously, if it's someone had to write about it.
Somebody died that way. Can you imagine? You would have no idea what happened. You're like,
I don't know.
An electrical shower.
An electrical shower.
God, that was crazy. Let's see. The highest, this one blew my mind, buddy, and it made me wonder if this dude survived. The highest recorded body temperature in a human being was a fever of 115.7 Fahrenheit.
That's how I feel every morning when I look in the mirror.
Hey-o. All the people around her too.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then cues in Nelly. It's getting hot in here.
So take off all your clothes.
That's my brother
crazy.
telling me to take off my
I
clothes.
can't say this guy's name.
Israel?
His first name is Israel. The
Yep.
dude who did the Over the Rainbow tune, who passed a number of years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
A couple years ago. He actually called a sound studio at 3 a.m. and asked nicely if he could go there and record. He got there, and 15 minutes later, in one take, had recorded Over the Rainbow. That song, is that, you know what song that is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That song
That
gives
says
me
a lot
goosebumps
about-
every time I hear it. And then when he
does.
passed, it's like double now. It's just like, oh my God, it's such a great song. And it's such a beautiful recording. And not only is it just so full of emotion and it hits you, but it's like so soundly recorded. The fact that he did that whole thing in one take, you know, he probably just sat there with his uke and just jammed it out. I thought that was pretty remarkable to me. Very cool. Rest in peace. Do you guys know Anthony Hopkins narrated The Grinch Stole Christmas?
Yes,
You did know that?
I did know
Did you know that before, Mike?
I didn't know that before.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
And as soon as you said it, I could hear it. As soon as I thought about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's totally Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. In 2006, a man in Scotland was jailed for 2 days for revving his car. This is in quotes. Revving his car in a racist manner.
That's America for you, man. Is
No,
that
it was
America?
Scotland. It was Scotland.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's America.
That's America in Scotland.
Whoops.
That's
In
Scotland
a
for
racist
you.
manner.
Wow.
I didn't even dive into that one.
What would
Sometimes
it be in a racist manner? I mean, if it's in Scotland, racist manner.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like,
who
was
they
it like
racist
a
against.
Chevy? Was it like a 1968 Chevy Malibu?
Probably
And it's
not
like
in
associated
Scotland.
with a black guy. And it was like, that was a black guy car. You were revving it in a racist manner.
I'm sure that's exactly what it is. I didn't have to even
That was
Google
a
that one.
black guy car.
One point. This comes back to the one it's come up on the show several times, that we live a really blessed life here, and it's incredible how much we're in the minority. But this one blew my mind. 1.6 billion people. That's 1/4 of humanity lives without electricity.
That's insane.
That's a lot of people with no lights, no nothing. You don't think about all the stuff.
You know what?
that are like-
Probably happily, too. Like,
I don't know.
we
Not
just-
even caring, right?
we just don't
maybe.
realize
Like tribes
all,
in Africa, people in Brazil,
we don't
Brazil,
realize all the
Maybe.
stuff we have that's unnecessary.
Yeah, some of it, but like vaccines and doctors and
Gonna
shit.
need
it's
that.
pretty
Definitely
good.
That's
gonna
not
need that.
electricity, though.
Okay, you get your arm cut off. You're gonna go to a doctor with no electricity. How are you gonna fix
run.
your arm?
You're gonna run.
You gotta
You're
run.
running.
You gotta run. Oh God. Did you have any? I got a billion. I
So the
put
ones
too
that
many
I was
down.
looking at was the for Mike Patty, one of our guests here from the pier. How he's saying vinyls are huge now. They're coming back. They're making their
Right.
way.
I saw this
The
one.
one on here is the Beatles had 2 of the top 5 selling albums of 2014, along with Jack White, the Black Keys, and the Arctic Monkeys. These are vinyls.
Holy smokes!
I just want to say I have Easy Does It on vinyl.
Yeah, you're really into the vinyl thing, right? You're
Yeah,
really into that. You got a
majorly.
player and stuff.
Yeah.
A player. What is it called? A record player? I
I'm
guess?
actually a DJ
A DJ on the side.
And this I
of
did
my
not know.
household.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I wonder what is the draw to it, you think? Just the retro feel? Because everything's gone so MP3 and digital that people want that.
Hipsters.
It's a hipster thing.
It's the
It's a
hipsters.
What am I
hipster
gonna
thing.
say?
What am I
Yeah.
going to say?
The other one that popped out to me was the population. In 1968, the world population was,
Oh, God, I know.
what is this, 3 trillion? Is that what it is? 3,557 billion? Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Jesus. And today the world population is over 7
It's
trillion.
basically like doubled in the last 64 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it grows over 220,000 people daily.
Isn't that crazy to think 220,000 people were born today?
Wow.
How unique does that make you feel?
kinda-
Your birthday.
Basically,
Not
that
at
means-
all.
That means that like pretty much every minute somebody's getting it in somewhere.
Or every minute,
so
every
true.
minute somebody's not pulling out at the right time.
Oh, God, it's
Oh,
so
my
true,
bad.
though. Oh, man, that's a lot of baby making.
Right?
Holy shit.
220,000 people.
Yeah.
Dude, Nintendo. I know me and my sister when we were younger, I never played a lot of video games. You guys kind of know that. You guys play video games.
I did. I played Simpsons.
Back in the day, yeah. And where the last time I was really super into video game shows my age, was Super Mario Brothers 1 on the original Nintendo.
I played Harry Potter on PlayStation.
That's like 85.
Yeah, I was born in 79, buddy.
Yeah.
That was the same year the Bears won the Super Bowl, bitches.
And when was the last time they won it?
Okay.
It's first and last.
Smart ass. You smart ass. I went there, I guess. I was asking for that. What was I going to say? Oh, Nintendo has banked so much money that they could run a deficit of over $250 million every year and still survive until 2052.
It's insane.
That's insane. If you were leaking $250 million a year, they could still survive that long. That's
I
how
feel
much
like
money
I'm
they've
leaking
banked
close
already.
to that on the Fatshion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it's like this Friday Fun Facts is like geared towards like gaming mostly, because the other one was Sega. Sega makes a urinal called the Toilet, where many games are played based on the aim and the strength of your urine stream.
I was thinking about that. All dudes do that shit anyway. Why not officially make it a game, man? And
Only
get good at it
guys,
and shit.
man.
Right?
Right?
The Toilet. And the
That
other
is
one.
so gross.
The other one was the Nintendo Game Boy. So again, just to show how big Nintendo is, the Nintendo Game Boy was the first video game console played in outer space.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That's cool.
Saw that.
I've been to outer space.
I'm a big Albert Einstein fan. Probably seen me wearing that shirt in a few pictures.
Yeah.
Wore that shit into the ground. Einstein once declared, oh, yeah, you got that from me.
I sure did. Smoking a pipe.
Yes, and the green smoke coming out. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Einstein once declared that his second greatest idea after the theory of relativity was to add an egg while cooking soup in order to produce a soft-boiled egg without having to wash an extra pot. I don't know how much you guys know about
It's called
Albert.
efficiency, you guys.
Yeah, well, there's that, and then there's the fact that he was a goofus, man.
Yeah.
He was a brilliant man, but some of the things, like, he never quite got the concept of money. Like, he would go to the supermarket and he would just kind of like hand him a wad of cash, and you're like, dude, this is the guy who uncovered the theory of relativity, and he like doesn't know how much money is this. I
Really?
just need these eggs. Can you take some of this stuff in my hand? I don't know how this shit works. I just need to get home. No, I don't need a hairbrush.
Yeah, yeah. And so now that just opened a huge door of other things in history. Like today is 3/14. It's Pi Day.
Yeah.
Also-
Saw you put that on Facebook.
Also, it is the day that Albert Einstein was born. Is that a
Really?
coincidence or
Is
what?
that a coincidence?
Well,
I think
right?
not.
I
my
took
dear
a
son.
physics class at Humboldt State University a number of years ago by this brilliant physics teacher who had worked directly with an apprentice of Albert Einstein's. And Albert Einstein always kind of felt like maybe the people around him felt more so, but the way he worked, it just seemed like he had this divine connection to the universe. Like he would just, the way he sketched his ideas and stuff, it was almost artistic how he
Yeah.
figured shit out. I mean, the fact that he would struggle with concepts like paying money for stuff, but he could figure, you know what I mean? He could figure that stuff out. He was an amazing person, really. Like
Very neat.
yeah.
Yeah, super neat. But yeah, it's March 14th. It's 3/14, so it's Pi Day. And so my question to everyone here: what's your favorite slice of pie, Tony?
Favorite slice of pie? Cheesecake doesn't count, I imagine.
That's a cake.
Okay, I would say, God, that's hard. Some good old peach pie, I'd say.
All
With
right.
some vanilla a la mode. Yes.
All right, Mandy.
Moon pie or key lime pie?
Okay.
Moon pie.
pie.
Oh, God.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
Bruce
I
Leroy.
Oh man, I was like, what?
Because it threw us off because of the comment she made
Earlier,
earlier
yeah,
about I want to
yeah.
eat your moon pie.
Yeah.
Those are delicious.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Both.
Well, those moon pies aren't really pies, though, right?
Well, they're mini pies
Yeah.
in a little plastic thingy.
Yeah.
I like pecan pie.
Ooh, that's a
Mm.
good
That's
one.
my favorite.
That's a
I
good
All right,
forgot
Mo.
about that one.
Mo, what do you got? Blueberry
Blueberry
pie.
pie. Really? Yeah, not a lot of people go with that one, probably. Yum. Put a little
That's-
whipped cream on it? No whipped cream. Okay.
And mine,
Okay.
I'm with Bruce Leroy.
Mhm.
I'm a pecan pie, warm with
Mm.
vanilla ice cream.
Oh,
You ever had both my mom and Myra both make pecan pies? They have versions. They always do a few at
Your
Thanksgiving.
mom and Myra. Let me tell you something.
That's your mom too.
She stole my recipe.
Oh, is this your recipe originally?
Pecan pie?
With the chocolate, though, is where I was going.
Ooh.
Yeah, they make a pecan pie with chocolate in it, which is pretty good, but it's very different.
Ew.
It's a whole different thing than regular pecan pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
You think we could get one of those for the fight?
Let me see what I can do.
I'll buy the ingredients.
Let me see what I
A
can do.
little lumpia.
See what I could do. Let me see what I can do.
That'd be Bruce Leroy's ultimate night. Would be Pacquiao winning with some lumpia and some pecan pie.
Just a pile of lumpia and a pile of pie right in front of him. A whole pie right there. Oh man. Any more fun facts? Oh, Jelly Belly tried to make a cheese pizza flavored jelly bean, and it was so bad that when they introduced it, they actually introduced it as vomit flavored. It's disgusting.
Yeah, there's a vomit flavored Jelly Belly, just so you guys know. Yeah,
I would be very curious to see
that?
the sales on that. Buy a vomit. Probably pretty high. People would buy it just as a novelty, though, not to really eat it.
It was actually featured Mike Rowe on Dirty Jobs. Have you guys ever seen that show before, Dirty Jobs?
Yeah.
Mike Rowe was actually at Jelly Belly, and he got to make the vomit-flavored.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And just the smell of it. They said it just
terrible. Yeah. But they also got to do
they also did test. They made their own flavors. They have fucking I don't know, quote unquote scientists that put this stuff together, these flavor matchings, and they've made dirty sock flavor and stuff like that, and just all kinds of different
For
flavors.
shame.
I just really wouldn't understand why you would do that.
That's probably the only pizza I would never eat.
Well, it's not cheese pizza; it's vomit. That's what it's called.
Right.
It's vomit.
One last fun fact.
Yeah.
The Harrison Ford movie. Where the hell did it go?
Harrison Ford.
I just lost. Oh, the train wreck. You guys know the movie Fugitive, right?
Yeah.
Came out in 1993. Was filmed by crashing a real train. There's a crash scene. Remember when the train crashes in that movie? That was real. They really set up an actual train crash and literally crashed a train. And now it's still set up as a tourist attraction, all the wreckage of it just kind of laying out. That was pretty cool.
How about Harrison Ford? Is he all laid out?
See how laid out? No, that dude's vivacious as ever still.
Man,
there was a picture of him I saw recently in the beach, and dude, is he still buff?
Ripped?
Yeah, what? He's 70 years old.
I am
ripped.
so attracted to Harrison Ford.
Really?
Now, today.
Not Indiana Jones.
No, he's old man hot.
We've got.
That's true.
Yeah, that
We've
was
got.
that last
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
Yeah, nobody's hearing though. What was last episode?
He wrecked a.
The Harrison Ford plane
Crashed
crash.
a plane.
Yeah, that's right. Dad brought that up there.
Yeah.
Or,
He probably
Modog brought
survived
up.
that too. I'm sure.
He did. No, he did. Did you know he's a pilot? He was a pilot.
Doesn't surprise me. He's
crashed,
amazing.
He crash landed, and everybody, all the airplane people, experts, were saying that he was a superb pilot, and what he pulled off was ridiculously amazing. He was very skilled at what he was doing.
Callista Flockhart got it, honey.
That's who he's with right now?
Probably still.
Jeez.
Right?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Look it
I don't
up.
even know who that is. I
I'm
don't keep up on that
curious.
stuff.
You know what that makes me think about?
What?
What happened to the good action movies? You know what I mean? The old, the Die Hard, the original ones, right? Those were really
My
good.
fiance is so into those
the
movies.
Art of War,
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Right?
Those are all good.
The Fugitive, movies
Big Trouble,
that.
Little China.
Any
Thank
good ones?
you. Yes, right.
That's his favorite
Those
movie.
were
I just put it out there.
Well, geez, what's her name in that movie? Good God.
In
Kim
which one?
Cattrall
In
Kim
what movie?
Cattrall.
What are you talking
in
about?
Big Trouble Little China?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kim
better pull that. It's been a
Cattrall.
while.
Yeah.
That's what is that That's pre Sex in the City, right?
Oh, dude, that's
Yeah.
way
Yeah,
pre
she
Sex and the
is,
City. That's pre-Mannequin. Actually, no. She did Mannequin
Mannequin!
first. She did
Thank
Mannequin
you.
first, I
Somebody
think.
else has seen that movie.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've seen it.
I
Well, we saw it
fucking
together
love
probably.
cheesy 80s movies.
We were talking about
Weekend
that.
at Bernie's,
Yep.
Great movie.
Big,
Gremlins.
Great movies.
big.
Big is
Big.
my all-time favorite of all time.
Yeah, we watched all those movies together growing up. We watched the Big. It was the
Overboard.
Overboard.
Yes.
Oh.
We were talking about Splash one time in here.
Splash,
too.
yeah.
See, Eric makes fun of me for all those movies. I love that shit.
What does Eric watch?
Die Hard is his favorite Christmas movie.
That is a
I'm
Christmas
like,
movie.
Christmas
It is a
What?
Christmas movie. Yes.
Absolutely.
Not for me, honey.
That's my favorite
Well,
Christmas
it is
movie
now.
too.
You guys are
Play
getting
it during
married.
Christmas.
Yeah. Oh man. So let's. You want to move to news?
Yeah.
There, sir.
Let's do movies.
I brought this one up. We got two people sitting here at the table that have dachshunds or dachshunds. Am I saying it right?
Dachshunds.
Do you
Wiener
really?
dogs.
I didn't know that. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this article from BBC that was talking about this obese dachshund dropped 44 pounds.
He sure did.
I
saw
did
that.
you see that?
Yeah.
Here's some pictures. You guys can take a look at this. If you Google it, I'm sure you can just find it. But he was actually like literally on a diet kind
That
of
was
thing.
a long time ago, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. It was
What happened to him?
What do you mean? No, I don't think
What's
anything
in
bad.
the news now? He's still alive,
No,
right?
that was the story. This was today.
Oh.
This was March 12th actually. Today's
Maybe
what,
I'm
the
thinking
13th,
of another
14th.
one.
It's 2 days ago. Yeah, I just thought that you Bruce Leroy, you got a couple of wiener dogs, don't you?
Oh yeah, we have
Yes,
3 of
three
them.
of them.
What are
Oh, you
their
have
names?
3. That's right.
What are
Dude,
their names?
at Bruce Leroy's surprise 30th party last night, there was nothing but weenie dogs at this
Yay!
club, dude.
Dog
We
pound.
should have got invited.
The dog pound.
And I always mess around because Bruce Leroy has this one dog. Well, actually, he has 2 special needs dogs.
Aww.
One of his dogs has snaggletooth,
Got one too.
and his other dog is just like Tracy, our friend Tracy, claims that his dog Zoe has diabetes.
Oh.
Oh,
Poor little
It's a big girl.
diabetes
It's a
dog.
little
she
big
needed
girl,
diet too.
No.
Huh.
But it's so cute though because she just like runs around and she's just so like little chubby. Just
And they seem pretty smart too. You've told me stories how you did something one time that pissed one of them off or something. I think they ate your glasses, right?
Dude. So, basically they were in the bed. I took him off the bed. I had to handle some business. So I put him off the bed, right? He did not like that. And when everything was done, I went to find my glasses, and they were brand new. I just got them from the
That's the
optometrist.
worst.
What
And he
these are Gucci ones?
Yeah, the ones that Tracy gave
Yeah.
me. And he never touches anything. So
Mhm.
he got up on the nightstand, drug him off, went under the bed, and ate him. He shit plastic for 2 days.
He's like, "Fuck your glasses."
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Push me
yeah.
off the
He
bed.
said, you want to get it in? I got some.
Do your business in the bathroom.
What he really was doing, he was like, "What are you doing to my mom?"
He was traumatized, Bruce Leroy.
Aw, that's so
Good luck
cute.
trying to do that again. You can't see shit.
Oh my god.
I have a dachshund too. Let's talk about him. He's
Yeah,
famous.
Biggie.
He's in a lot of my blog
Smalls,
photos, if
yeah.
you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
He's laying in the sun in the background.
Is his official name Biggie Smalls or is it just
It's
Biggie?
Zeus.
Oh, that's right.
Zeus Torres.
Nobody calls him Zeus though.
No.
That was his given name originally.
We call him Biggie. Notorious. B.I.G. That's it.
She said, "Let's talk about dachshund." Hey, Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie. He's a dachshund.
Biggie
No
boy.
biggie. No biggie.
He's
So
the
does
best
anybody
dog ever.
does anybody fucking say dachshund or am I making that shit up? Just looking at
I
the
said
word too hard.
dachshunds. Yeah,
Yeah,
They call him
everybody says dachshund, huh?
doxies.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was little, I thought it was Datsun, like the car.
like the car.
He's got a Datsun doggy. This is another headline. The Univision host that was sorry for the ape remark about the U.S. First Lady, Michelle Obama.
What?
Yeah, he's a big guy at Univision. Used to be. He's no longer
Used to
working
be.
there. But he made some comment comparing her to, was it a gorilla or an ape? I guess it was just an ape. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Planet of the Apes. Looked like something from Planet of the Apes. What he was actually watching, in his defense, the one thing is he said he was actually watching like a video of a makeup artist that was doing impressions of different people. And what he claimed later was that he was just saying that makeup artist did such a piss poor job that it looked like something from Planet of the Apes. But when you read the actual transcript, I don't have it right in front of me, but it kind of didn't sound like that. It sort of sounded like you were saying something pretty malicious there, buddy.
Wow.
So they let him go.
I
You guys
wonder
think
if
of
he
that?
was saying that because she's black.
Well, I think that's so much of what the reaction is, buddy.
Big
It's
old
like
lips and big ass nostrils.
Bruce Leroy is black for just those of you who are wondering. He's not
Just-
some
just in
KKK
case
white
you're
guy
listening to
sitting
some
in the
hate.
corner.
Hate messages.
We're like, damn. Racist.
Well, that's funny how it changes it, though, right? I'm like, oh, he's a black guy. Oh, okay.
Oh, that
That's
makes
cool.
it okay.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's funny. What do you guys think of that? You think he should have been fired? Should you get let go for saying some shit like that? And my dad's vigorously shaking his head yes over there in
It's
the
not
corner.
my place to say. It's uneducated. I don't know.
If his intent was really, malicious, if he's gonna be a bigot, then yeah, he should get fired. And if you're stupid enough to poke the first lady, regardless if she's black, white, or whatever, then you're probably asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Or to be famous for a second for something really negative.
Yeah.
Here's the exact quote. Quote, Well, watch out. You know that Michelle Obama looks like she's from the Planet of the Apes, the movie. Figueroa said in a live broadcast on Wednesday during a segment, blah, blah, blah. The show's other hosts immediately challenged the remark and commented that Mrs. Obama was very attractive. And then he said in response, but it is true. And that's the actual transcript there.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh,
That was like a joke went bad when he.
Yeah, and you know what? I feel
Get a
sorry.
big laugh.
Yeah, he was trying to be funny.
I feel sorry for people like that they just get tripped up on whatever they say, and people just eat it alive.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's one of those things,
Sometimes
too.
it's not their intent.
True colors.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oops.
It's too hard for me to say.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Anything else in the news you saw, Mike? I got plenty over here.
So, Iron Man 4.
I haven't actually seen
When's
this.
it come out?
It's coming out.
Iron Man 4, yeah, they have it set up. They have the cast, release dates, and all that stuff. So, everyone that likes that Marvel, and Disney has been cleaning up with that Marvel. Disney's cleaning up with Marvel.
Right?
Disney's cleaning up with Frozen. Disney's cleaning up with Star Wars. So,
What movie?
I didn't
If
know
you bought-
Disney owns Star Wars.
Yep.
yeah, it's George Lucas. Like
Yeah.
2 years
Of
ago,
course,
gave it
of
for-
course.
Billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
That's right.
Yeah.
What
They're
Marvel
swallowing shit
movie
up.
is it coming up that Thanos is going to be in? Because that's the one I'm interested in.
I'm
know-
not sure.
You know who Thanos is? Hello.
She knows comics and stuff pretty well, actually.
Who?
Thanos. Let me look it up.
Thanos.
Actually, it sounds familiar.
Well, he was at the end of one of them, but I think it was the Avengers.
Oh, the Rise of Voltron.
Ultron.
Is it?
Ultron.
Yeah.
When is that coming out?
May.
I'm interested in that. In May?
Yeah.
That's gonna be sick.
That's soon.
It's
It
going
felt
to be
like
a
forever
good-ass
away.
May, isn't it? It's going to be a really good May this year.
Fast 7. Is it April?
Oh, yeah.
Is that April?
I'm
Is that
not
when it's
taking
coming
my
out?
fiance to that because he has a huge heart-on for Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh, she's so sexy.
Oh, my God. I'm like, polar
I don't think she's into
opposites.
dudes, though.
Hello.
I don't think she's into dudes, though, just so you know.
I don't think so
Oh,
either.
is she, is it?
But
think
she
she
has
swings
been with a
always.
guy, but mostly women.
He's staying optimistic.
You swing my way.
I'm seeing optimistic.
Another
Eric.
one in the news is Eddie Murphy is going to portray Richard Pryor's father in his biopic.
Oh, that's
That'd be good.
interesting.
Okay.
Huh. In his
Okay.
biopic, a bio movie they're making?
Yeah.
A
Who's
biography?
gonna be Richard Pryor?
I'm not sure. It just has the article I was just reading was
Fucking Jamie Foxx. He'll play everybody. That dude
Oh
can
my
play
gosh.
anybody.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx is also playing Mike Tyson too. It's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
He would make a good Mike Tyson, actually.
What
That
is
dude's
he?
so versatile, man. He can do so much. That Django movie was so dope.
Oh, it was
God.
so good.
Damn, that was a good movie.
It was so good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mhm.
Did you see this article on the in Dubai? It was this dude who has I think it was a falcon or something. He was going for a world record of having like a falcon land on the highest building in the world, which is in that one building in Dubai. It's like crazy, ridiculous high.
Yeah.
But I watched some footage. It was pretty dope. They put a camera on the falcon, and what blew my mind was how well trained this thing was. Because the dude's down on the ground, and if you watch the video, it looks like a view you would have from a plane. Like, this bird is so freaking high up, and the fact that his eyesight is so keen, he's watching his trainer down below, and he's giving him arm signals the whole time. So he basically just tells him when to jump off the building and soar, and he holds his arms out to his sides the entire time, basically indicating to the bird, keep soaring, and then he takes him down, and the bird knows to kind of dive, and the bird comes swooping down and lands right on his arm. But for one, the footage was amazing, seeing what a bird's eye view really looks like, and the fact that in our cameras you can't see shit on the ground. You could see buildings kind of, but this eagle could see his owner down there moving his hands around and knew to follow it. It was pretty dope. Check it out I saw it on BBC, but it's probably all over.
Yeah. No, they're like all like birds of prey, like raptors and everything, like have keen like sense of vision. They can just it's ridiculous. And
They have to for survival. Yeah.
survival. And then like I said, there was that last week's fun fact with the owl, how they've evolved so much where you can't hear them flying.
Yeah, they've
through
eliminated
the air.
all sound. It's like super aerodynamic.
Just so super aerodynamic. So the Dubai building,
Yeah.
it is 163 floors, 2,717 feet.
That's so ridiculous. Dubai's got some crazy buildings, right? Like
Yeah.
all the stuff over there is supposed to be pretty nuts.
Well, like out there, in Dubai, isn't that island out there? Isn't it's
They
man-made?
shaped it, right? What was
into
it
a
shaped
tree.
like?
It's like a tree or something like that.
Yeah, it was something.
Palm, like a
Some-
palm, something. Yeah.
They have a lot of money for like the development of the city and stuff, and that. I don't know. It's pretty pretty bizarre. Yeah, but I just thought that was cool, the combination things. And I guess the whole reason they were doing it was because the hawk is endangered.
But I think
so
too, like when they're
attention to it.
like I think I watched something too on YouTube where somebody that like they're doing maintenance out there, like on the tallest part of the building and everything. They're wearing oxygen masks up
On
top
that
there.
same building.
Yeah, they're wearing oxygen
Wow.
masks.
What's in there? Do you know? Like what's actually in that giant?
It's everything. It's hotels, businesses, it's residents.
Rented out to people. It's probably ridiculously expensive.
I'm sure.
Would you say 164 floors?
163 floors.
163 floors. Can you imagine having a business on the 163rd floor?
Long ass elevator ride.
Tell me they don't have earthquakes there. Jesus.
Well, can you imagine the sway?
Oh man. Like your view looking down from the window would be like a 2-mile difference.
So just to put it into perspective, you guys.
Oh God.
The tallest building in Colorado, everybody knows, is the Republic.
Yes.
Everybody knows.
Okay, now you know.
Now you know. And I know because Mike is so smart.
56 stories, 728 feet tall.
Yeah, so it's well over twice that. A little over twice that.
A little twice that. 3 times as tall.
Yeah. Almost. Right?
Yeah, it's 21,000.
Oh,
2,100. Sorry, 2,100.
Right, I was doing the number of floors.
And 728. Yeah, it's 3 times as tall, over twice as many floors.
That's crazy.
Man, that's so insane. It's amazing that people can design stuff like that, but that whole area is different as far as like the development of the city. Like I was saying, like we were talking about, they have an island that's shaped like something. That's just so crazy. Man, in India, we keep seeing more and more shit about rape, right? Worldwide it's a problem, but in India it seems to be a particularly crazy problem. I saw this article that caught my attention. Elderly Indian nun. She's I think she was a Catholic nun, yeah. In India they came in and basically ransacked the place, took a lot of stuff, and they like sexually molested one of them. There was only 3 nuns there, and then the one, she was 75 years old, and they raped and beat the shit out of her. She ended up in the hospital. Was in pretty bad shape. But I mean, it just seems so bizarre to me because I don't know India well. What I know from India is some classes I took on like Eastern philosophy and, spirituality and studying Hinduism and those kind of things, which is really just about, loving your brother and we're all one and a lot of stuff like that. But we're seeing this all the time out of India now. Like rape is a real problem there. And it just makes me wonder if, I don't know, is this something that is it a direct result of something in their culture? I'm sure there's people studying this shit. They've got to be, because we're seeing it here worse than anywhere else. And what's not interesting, but what's terrible about it is just the level of violence that's always involved too. Mm-hmm. It's not just some guy trying to get some. It's almost like sometimes they're making like these political statements. And I guess on a side note too, part of it is that a lot of nuns and people of Christian faith that have churches and stuff in India are saying they're being increasingly targeted too. So I guess that could be part of it too, is they're not too welcoming of Christianity and Catholicism and that kind of stuff. But what kind of a sick puppy you got to be to rape a 75-year-old woman?
Seriously misguided person.
Yeah. What do you think of that, Mike?
I'm looking at stats.
Stats on what? Are you still looking at Dubai stuff?
No, I'm looking at stats. It's like there's India versus the United States crime stats.
Oh, what do you got there?
Yeah, so age of criminal responsibility, India 7, United States 6. So you can be responsible for a crime at 6 years old.
That's pretty intense.
Let's see here. Crime levels. I don't know what this is. So 47.61. They're ranked 45th in the world, India. And the U.S. is 55.84. We're ranked 30th in the world.
Damn. That's
Drugs, crazy. Annual cannabis use, 3.2%. They're ranked 4th.
3.2% is actually pretty high.
3.2%. They're ranked 4th.
That's India?
Yeah, India.
Well, they have the sadhus, right? I think they're called.
Yeah.
They practice like ancient Hindu practices, and but part of what they do is they smoke. They call it ganja or whatever.
They're ranked 4th. America, 13.7%. We're ranked number 1.
13.7%.
We're ranked number 1. We're actually 4 times more than India, which has the religion where you.
Yeah. Go America.
Justice system punishment, capital punishment. 2013, ranked 6th. 2014, ranked first, same as India.
Hmm.
Murder rate 2.8%. India. Murder rate U.S. 5%. What is that? 5? No.
According to the National Crime Records Bureau in 2013, the annual rape report for India was 24,923 rape cases, and that's only what's reported.
Ugh.
98% of the cases is carried out by somebody that they know. So, yeah, that's nuts. I don't know. It's a problem everywhere, but it seems like in India we're seeing more and more of that shit. I really don't know why.
It's really bizarre. It's just kind of weird. We were talking about, Stephanie and I were talking about this the other day. We want to go and she wants to get her concealed weapon permit and learn how to shoot a handgun. And
so do I.
Yeah, and I think, and she used to hunt and stuff, so she's familiar with like weapon safety.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, I'd be okay to keeping a gun in the nightstand. She's like, just in case.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, there's a lot to that because I've been thinking increasingly more about that. One thing I've thought a lot about is I'm doing this vegetarian thing right now, as you know. Doing the 40 days.
I thought that was
out.
over. Oh, okay.
No, that won't be over.
Oh, shit, you ain't having
like
chicken wings tonight then, huh?
Nope.
Going solo.
I got to tell you, I feel pretty damn good, to be honest with you. Not drinking the pop, not eating the meat. It feels pretty good.
You look better.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'll give it time. But one thing I've thought about is that it's not necessarily that I have a problem with eating meat so much as it's kind of the meat system, the way the whole farming and just how we do it with cows and like the inhumanity of it. And not only that, the disgustingness of it, all the antibiotics they're shooting into all these things. And so that whole thing's kind of gross. So I've kind of taken sort of like that lead from Joe Rogan, where they go out and hunt their own food and he gets enough to have meat to last for the year and gets a big freezer and that kind of thing. So I've been thinking a lot about that kind of thing. And that's the first time in my life I've ever thought that, I could see myself maybe getting a gun because obviously you would need a gun for something like that.
You could do a bow and arrow.
But the whole, yeah, totally. He does that too. A lot of people do that.
I knew a guy that got all of his meat from bow and arrow.
Yeah, and I'm attracted to that because I think that's something that people have lost in general.
Yes.
Is that connection with the food that they're eating? Understanding that there's a life that is being lost here, and I mean that's the cycle of life. I don't have any problem with that concept, but to think that it just comes from somebody else takes care of it. You never see that shit. You see a hamburger. You don't know where it's coming from. And I think it'd be good to get that relationship back. So I'm kind of been thinking about along those lines. But back to the gun thing, because that's sort of what this is. You hear people say it for self-defense. And it was interesting. I heard the nightstand thing because so many people will say, you get it and you got to get it properly locked up and all this kind of stuff. But then you think about it and you're like, well, then what the fuck is the point? If you're getting a gun for self-defense and it's locked in a safe somewhere in some high place away, like if somebody breaks into your house, is it really... You know what I mean?
I've thought about that too.
Whereas if you've got, to me, that's sort of the thing is like, I don't know how I feel about it all the way, but I know that if you are getting it for safety, to me, it doesn't make much sense to have it stored away and locked away somewhere because what's going to happen when some dude busts your door open? You're like, hold on, let me get the combination real quick. And
before you rob me, let me get my strap.
Right. One moment, please. Please hold.
So what Bruce Leroy needs to do then, he needs to make some hideaway walls like Men in Black style. Like he pushes a button and this wall just like guns, just like all like Hitman style. Or like even like Training Day, there's a shotgun right underneath the bed. Yeah. Like strapped up. Bam.
Well, you guys don't have children, right? So there's not
that's
that
a whole
concern.
different thing.
Yeah, it's a different concern.
But maybe just like a little lock and key on the nightstand.
Yeah, I mean they have trigger locks and stuff too, and
you can pull off and everything. Yeah, but I'm of the opposite. Like I'm not against guns or anything. Whatever, you can have a gun. I don't care. I've shot guns before and everything like that. Just me knowing that like I'm already like the person that's paranoid at night. Like I hear a noise and I'm like, what the fuck's that noise? What the fuck's that noise? Like I'd end up shooting somebody.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't the statistics? The statistics are kind of. I mean, I don't know. I'm talking on my ass right now, but I think I've heard that before. That the stats kind of show that there's actually a very significant number of people that get killed versus the number of actual intruders that get killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. I don't know. What was the thing with Adam Carolla? Had a really good thing. He came up with this thing. He was talking to people. He puts a certain kind of like test bullet or some weird thing in it, where first of all he doesn't load the first. I don't know my gun lingo.
He doesn't put the first round in.
He doesn't put the first round in. So basically, the first time you fire, nothing comes out. Because he and
like
his
a warning shot?
Yeah, well, his whole thing was that right. And then the second one is like this. It's like something that you can shoot somebody, but it won't kill them. I don't know what the fuck. Some
probably
kind of
like
pellet
a rubber bullet or something.
Right, exactly, something like that. So then it gives them a shot. So if it accidentally goes off. first of all, nothing's going to come out on the first one. Second, if it somehow somebody fires that sucker twice, odds are it's not going to kill anybody the second time. It could maim somebody or hurt somebody. But then by the third one, because his whole thing was that, dude, if somebody's coming at me, my gun's going pop, 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 I'm just squeezing that trigger like a mother. So I'm going to get to the third bullet if I need to. And the odds of somebody getting accidentally killed for the first two was not really high. So I thought that was really cool. And Adam Carolla, his whole spiel on it was like, nobody's thought of this? Like, are you kidding? So that's how he does his thing. He just recently got a bunch of guns given to him.
So I got some statistics. So how you were saying the accidental shootings, rather than being used for self-defense, guns in a home are 22 times more likely to be involved in an accidental shooting, homicide, or a suicide attempt. So for every one time a gun in a home is used in a self-defense or legally justifiable shooting, there were 4 unintentional shootings, 7 criminal assaults or homicides, or 11 attempted or completed suicides.
I think the worst part was you'd have to live with the fact, even if it was somebody that was going to come into your home and it could turn out really bad, if you kill them, you still would have to live with that. Yeah. And that would be really tough for me. I mean, even knowing that, if I didn't shoot you, you probably may have hurt somebody in my family, who knows? But it still would.
Oh, you'd be with you the rest of your life. Yeah. Turning somebody's lights out, I imagine, would always do that to you.
Yeah, and then deaths from 2005 to 2010. Almost 3,800 people in the U.S. died from unintentional shooting.
Dang.
Wow.
More than a third of the victims were under the age of 25 years old.
Holy smokes, dude.
Injuries. In 2010, unintentional firearm shootings caused the deaths of 606 people.
Man, that's really crazy.
Yeah.
And the funny thing with the guns, too, is that there's no getting them back. There's no like, okay, we're not going to do guns anymore. Like, good fucking luck.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So it is sort of a problem. I mean, it's an issue, and to me, it comes down to a lot of things. It's probably a lot about education, and financing education, campaigns and things to make sure that we're all aware of them and understand the safety. And because so much of those things, that's what Doc. I'd like to see stats on that. These people that are actually killed and all these things that go wrong with guns and people getting killed hunting. How much training have these guys had where it's actually happening? Where you have an accident and somebody's killed? Did that person go through gun safety training? How strict is that? I know Colorado just last year. We cut basically it was like a second level of checks.
Yeah.
So now, and they gave some crazy number, like now they estimated about 10 to 12,000 people that wouldn't have got guns the year before can probably get away with getting them now based on getting rid of that.
Walmart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right.
And that's
totally,
the thing
man.
that kills me. Like, you have to have like a driver's license to drive a car, right? You have a teaching license to go teach in school and stuff like that.
Right.
But you don't, you have to have I guess you have to have a hunting license, a fishing license, all that stuff, but you don't have to have a license to go just
Which is crazy.
buy a gun.
I don't feel comfortable at all holding a gun unless I've had
I feel like a gun should be
education.
almost like a car. Like you have to go like through like a driver's ed style of thing and learn how to shoot and know the safety and everything. And if you have a passing grade, then
Exactly.
you get to go.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Then again, then there's conservatives. Am I right to have guns, bear arms? I'll get to have guns.
Yeah, there
The
is.
amendment
Not
says.
all conservatives. Come on now. Eric's a conservative.
Yeah, there is that. I don't know. I mean, it's a tough issue, and people get all over the place with it. But it's the same thing I say all the time, dude. Why the fuck can't we just all sit down at the table and, well, probably because there's not a table big enough for everybody. But in general, why can't we just
With
approach
220,000 people being born every day?
You need a big fucking table. But why can't
and all
we just
the people
have?
are too busy doing it.
Doing it, getting their glasses eaten while they're doing it.
Oh God!
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. I don't even know the fuck I was saying. It probably didn't matter anyway.
We need to get around in the table.
No, yeah, it's just why can't we just be logical and have conversations? Stop putting people in boxes. Stop, we do that thing where before we ever even get into a conversation, you already hate the person you're talking to. You already completely, very, very passionately disagree with them. Sitting here in Mountain going, well, you're a person too, and there's so many fucking people, 220,000 people born a day. The spectrum of individuals that exist in this world and what they believe in and what they think and all that kind of stuff is ridiculously high. And if we are ever going to have any hope of surviving, there has to be acceptance, and we have to accept that even though I don't like guns, this guy likes guns, and maybe he's got some valid points and he is a human being. Let me listen to his point of view, and let's have a logical adult conversation about things. And that's kind of stuff does not happen so much anymore.
It's easier to be defensive.
Yes.
And people naturally fear what they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right. So I mean, that's why like you said, it actually takes a mature adult to sit down with somebody who has a viewpoint different than theirs and have a conversation about it. It doesn't mean that I'm necessarily going to dislike you or you can dislike me. We just disagree. And that doesn't mean shit, really. It just means that you like something and I don't. It doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So do you have a gun?
No.
No, you don't have a gun in the house or anything? What about you, Mike? Obviously not.
No.
No,
like I said, I'd be afraid to shoot.
Eric does have a gun, but not in the house. He has it somewhere else.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. And that's interesting to me because I had a really interesting experience at the job the three of us last worked together at, where one day the conversation came up about guns, and I'm assuming maybe it's a California thing. I'm not totally sure about this, but where we grew up, it was like a lot of people had guns, but it wasn't like the same way.
It wasn't legit.
It wasn't necessarily legit.
It was just people selling crack.
But
1, 2, 3,
mostly
4, 5,
and
6, 7,
trading
8, 9, 10.
Birkenstocks for guns
10
and
crack
shit.
commandments.
But anyway, one day it came up, and I realized by talking to everybody, I started asking. I think you might remember this day, Bruce Leroy. But I was asking everybody around me. I was like, wait. So you have a gun? Like, oh yeah, I got several. Oh, so you hunt and stuff like that? Oh yeah. Okay, you. And I went each person around me, and I was completely surrounded. I was the only person out of like 8 people that had never fired a gun. Well, I actually have fired a gun. I did ROTC years ago, a rifle.
I did a
junior
BB
high.
gun. Oh, and I hit the can on the first.
Uh-oh.
I hit the can on the
Annie
first.
Maybe
you
the,
better watch out.
Watch out.
Maybe fashion
Annie
blogging's
Oakley.
not
All
your
these
direction.
moon pie
Huh?
creep guys.
Oh.
Better watch out.
Oh, there you go. That's
You
your
got a
warning.
BB good
That's-
shot.
Consider yourself
BB gun.
warned.
That'll cause an infection with that BB gun. You die from gangrene.
My Uncle Chris actually had a BB in his he got shot somewhere with a BB and it ended up in a different body part like 20 years later.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's cool.
Well, because stuff moves around in your body. That's the weird thing. When you get shot or you get something inside you that you don't take it out, it actually shifts around, which is a really freaky thing.
We'll continue with the story. You said you were the only person without a gun.
I was the only person without a gun, and I not only without a gun, just wasn't involved, had never been hunting, that kind of thing, and it made me wonder, like, it's got to be a Colorado thing, because where we grew up, you don't hunt in the San Joaquin. What are you hunting? There's nothing to hunt. Freaking
You hunted the police.
The people that owe you money.
The people that owe you money. Bitch, I'm coming after you.
That's like, what is it, like the Chris Rock thing that always cracks me up. He's like, gun control. That doesn't need to be gun control. That needs to be bullet control. He's like, I think you should make bullets $1,000 each. He goes, that way there's no innocent bystanders.
Yeah, but with all these 3D printers and shit, you'd have people printing off their own bullets for sure. And you don't want those.
He's all
scary.
He's all when he was saying that, he goes, you want to have an innocent bystanders? And he was like, and when somebody got shot, you really know that they did something bad in order to get shot.
Yeah.
He's like, and you wouldn't have to worry about them going to the hospital because the person that shot you, they go take their bullet back.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that back. I don't got another $1,000 for another bullet.
That's what he said too. He's like, it reduce a lot of anger because it'd be like, I would shoot you if I could afford it. You better hope they don't have no bullets on layaway.
Is this on a new special or an old one?
It was on an old one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was when.
I caught that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to check it out.
Bigger and blacker.
That does bring that does
That's what it was.
make me think about the 3D printers, though. You guys have all seen this stuff, right? The 3D
Yeah,
printers
I've heard
now.
of it, but I'm so out of the loop. I haven't
I didn't know you could make
since
a
it
bullet
came
out of
out.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's people making guns.
Holy
Yeah.
cow!
You can make
Wow.
anything. You can make
What?
anything
Wait,
with these.
now that how you were joking about Whitney Houston earlier,
Yeah.
the Bodyguard.
You haven't seen these?
Remember the movie Bodyguard?
Mhm.
The dude
Mhm.
got through security. No, was it Bodyguard? He got through security with the plastic gun, and he fired the plastic gun.
Oh yeah.
I saw that in another movie. What was that?
Wait, I might have the movie wrong.
What was that
That's
movie?
actually it was a president movie.
Yeah. Well, they're getting better
Yes.
all the time.
You have to look that up because I remember that too, but in a different movie.
Yeah. So 3D printing, for anybody who doesn't know, this is Wikipedia, is any of various processes.
In the line of fire,
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
he made it through. He made it through security with the plastic.
with the plastic
gun.
gun.
Well, I
Well,
thought it
that's
was
the
like
big scare, and that's
cardboard
what
or
I've been
something.
seeing in the news and stuff, and that's what they're talking about, because you can make anything. You literally can make anything.
That's
It's a matter of
scary.
having the proper programming and how good of a machine you have, but they're getting better all the time. It's only a matter of time where people can just fucking make whatever they want to make. But it's super.
Vaginas and dildos.
They already make those. They already make those.
Oh, they already make those.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't make
Yeah.
that shit at home.
Spare yourself the embarrassment of wanting a big,
to
huge.
stop people from making those ghetto old home ones. Everybody knows we need to get away from that. It's getting pretty deep, but that's the big thing. That's where most of the news headlines are with it right now, is the whole idea of plastic guns and plastic bullets that don't show up on any kind of metal detectors and all this kind of stuff, which is why they're trying to keep up with the whole screening process, like in the airport and stuff like that, trying to be able to, take a look at everything. And people get all bent out of shape, like, I can see people's junk and stuff, but at the same time, would you rather, let a few people see your junk, or would you rather just not, take the risk of people being able to shoot and kill you because you're against the technology to stop that from happening because you're shy?
I'm good with we can strip down. I just want to get on
yeah,
the
it's
right
like
now?
it's like new hands on me. Cool. New hands.
Touch it.
Unfamiliar hands.
Little to left, little to left. There you go.
There,
found
you
it.
got it. You got it.
Oh man, yeah. No, I mean, you guys haven't heard much about this, then probably it sounds like.
No.
Yeah. No, I saw one the other day. A lot of people do artwork with it and stuff. Because you can make anything, you just program it, and it takes a while.
Well, they have that new pen.
Oh, the 3D pen. That's a
3D
whole
pen.
different thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Have you seen this? There's a 3D pen. Have you heard of this, Mandy? They have these pens now where you can basically write in all directions. The only limitation is you're still working in a world with gravity, so you have to start on. Yeah, let me show you, or let me kind of
describe. Can't you do that with a pen?
No, it's a 3D
No,
pen.
like you could write
So
up
you can
into
write
the
in
air and have
Make
like
things
literally
3D.
draw like a three-dimensional object right in front of you with a pen.
On
It's
the
got
computer?
No, in the
an
air.
actual
It's
pen.
literally a pen you hold in your hand, and you just start drawing. But like I said, you have to start from like a table or something on the ground. You can't just start in the air. There's nothing for it to grab to. But you can start on the ground. You draw a line across. Say you draw a square on your piece of paper, and then at each corner you can literally draw up from the paper like you're making a house.
Why
and then
would
you
we
can
want
connect
it?
those.
Why?
Seems cool as shit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want one? You're an artist. I think you would love that.
Didn't Picasso do that though already? With like, he did it with the little
With
sparklers
rock and chisel.
sparklers and photography. I don't know. I'm not into all
Kinda.
that modern
If
shit.
maybe you should watch the video, I'll show you afterward.
How
Yeah.
much is a 3D pen?
Oh, ridiculous!
Yeah, exactly.
well,
That's
it's
what
actually
I'm
an-
like.
it's
not
Why
out
do
yet.
we
It's
need
not
that?
out yet. It's supposed to be out here in like
It's-
April, May.
It's like the guy who had the coolest. You guys remember that super cool cooler that did all that cool shit? It's got music and an iPad
Coolest
and phone charger and all this.
Sam's
He's
Club
doing
has
one of
that
those.
now.
It's a crowd. This whole thing is a crowdfunding deal. They're trying to raise money to
Kickstarter.
get this. Yeah, Kickstarter. Is it Kickstarter they're going
Gotcha.
through?
Kickstarter campaign, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I have a question for you. Can I ask you a question?
Of course, go ahead.
As a musician, have you heard of a Moog?
No.
Okay, if I was gonna be a musician, that would be my instrument. Do you know what it is?
No.
It like detects your hand right here, and you make noises.
So you basically
like,
move your
I think I
hands.
would be really good with that.
So you move your hands around to make music.
Like-
Well, no, we know that technology is out there because remember, what was it? 2 episodes ago. 2 episodes ago, we were talking about the
the
booty
Moog.
music.
I can't believe
Yeah.
you guys
Did
haven't
you hear
heard
me?
of that.
The booty music. There's this chick. They designed this shit that they basically.
Oh, you twerk
they-
to
they
it
plug-
or something?
yes.
They put sensors on your butt.
And when you twerk, it basically communicates with the guy doing the audio production, and it's like a program. And so basically, depending on how you move your ass,
Oh, Bruce
the
Lee,
music.
So
you're gonna- Bruce
Beyonce
Leroy's
would
gonna
still
love this
have the
video.
best album
Yeah.
of all time.
We'll show
probably.
Bruce.
Platinum.
We'll show Bruce Leroy the
Platinum.
video.
Woo.
Yeah. Hey, did you guys see Horrible Bosses 2?
Mm-mm.
Anybody see?
No,
fucking
but
funny. Oh,
I
so
wanted to see
good.
1 and 2
Yeah, we watched that. It was that one cracked me up,
on a
man.
date night last
Worth
night.
seeing. Yeah, that was the end of the date night last
That's
night.
cool.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I saw American Sniper. That was good.
Oh, was
I
that good?
wanna
We thought
see
about seeing
that.
that.
That was a really good movie, yeah.
It was probably one of the only movies I have ever been to that in a theater full of people, when the movie went off, it was dead silent.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone's saying it's supposed to be really good. There's some there's a lot of controversy over it because a lot of people are saying that
Yeah.
it's not real true and that this guy was sort of off in the head. Possibly some people are gonna fucking go off on me for even saying this, but I'm just repeating what other people.
That Chris
have said.
Kyle is the actual.
Yeah, that the actual guy was a little mentally off, and that there was a lot of stuff maybe that they covered up, and that it wasn't as pretty as they made the movie. But I mean, what do you expect? When
Haters
you make a
gonna
movie,
hate. That's what I have to say to that.
yeah.
Hey, have you guys seen Whiplash?
No, I want to see that though.
Oh my God, as a musician, you should really see that movie. Best movie I saw. Well, actually, it's old news.
Yeah,
It won I think it won some awards.
yeah, it definitely won some awards. It's I can't
It
remember the
was
guy's name
so good.
who's in it, but it's about musicians and about this guy who's got yeah,
Yes,
like
the
there's
drummer.
a drummer, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
there's a drummer who's like pushed really hard. What's that guy's name? Do you
It
have
was
it pulled
made
up,
in
Mike?
19 days.
What was the
And
guy?
that
Is the
says a
guy that's
lot.
from the State Farm insurance commercials?
Yes.
And then the other dude that's from like what was the movie?
He was epic in that, by the way, for a commercial guy.
he's an actual actor.
I know that we're friends actually.
Your
so.
friends? Oh,
So in case you didn't know that,
I don't know who the
But
guy
it's
is. They've
really
got
good.
the names. J.K. Simmons, Miles Teller.
Miles is the guy. He actually trained himself in.
Who's the
in
guy?
drum-
You mean the drummer?
drummer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen this, they have a trailer. That's all I've seen at this point.
So good.
Where he's like in this prestigious music school and the guy's drumming and stuff, and the guy tells him, "Oh, just relax." And the conductor sort of guy, the teacher for the music,
He makes
kids.
them feel like they're cool.
Yeah.
Let's not give it away.
Well, they show it in the trailer though.
Oh, okay.
And then it just kind of like jump cuts to him like throwing some shit at the drummer,
Not
and he's
my
like,
tone.
"Were you going too slow or too fast? Were you dragging or speeding up?" And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, "Oh, are you one of those sissies? You're a one tier kind of guy, huh?"
Oh,
He's
yeah.
crying
Yeah.
and he's just
It's
really
amazing.
aggressive. But what he does is he brings this crazy ability out in people, and he makes people put on performances they would have never been able to put on if they were not under the pressure of his instruction.
The
which is real.
conductor talks about finding his Charlie Parker, which I don't know if you guys are jazz fans, which I will always be and have always been a huge jazz fan. So he's talking about Charlie Parker and how like his ability never would have come out if this other guy hadn't thrown.
Is it all based on true
thrown
stuff? I wonder
Yeah.
about that.
No, the movie's not. But that
No.
that story about Charlie Parker is true.
He really had somebody who was cracking the web on him.
Who
kinda
threw what is that? What is that percussion thing?
a triangle?
No, a hi hat.
Get up on the mic
what
there,
Are,
okay, yeah.
what are one of those things called? A hi
The
hat?
symbol?
A cymbal.
Yeah.
Somebody threw a cymbal at his head, and and he was embarrassed,
At Charlie Parker?
and he never came back the same. Yeah,
Huh.
he had the best solo of his life after that happened to him, and he came back. So
Yeah.
anyway,
So that Miles guy, just so you guys know, just like he's also in other big movies coming up too.
It seems like he's been in a lot of stuff.
He was in that movie 21 Over. If you ever seen that, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And then
he was in what?
21 and Over.
Oh.
It's a funny movie. But he's Mr. Fantastic.
Oh.
in the Fantastic
Four.
What?
And and they have a Fantastic Four is in post production right now. It should, I think, at the end of this year it's supposed to be coming through. But he's Mr. Fantastic.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah.
dope. I
And
love
so
Fantastic Four.
They already have a Fantastic
too.
Four 2 in the mix too. So they have a
Wow.
contract.
So
for that,
they're
too.
gonna build
And he's
more.
he's gonna be in Insurgent. Is that the name of that movie?
Well,
Two?
Divergent. He's in Divergent. Yeah,
Divergent.
he's in Divergent.
He's-
Insurgents.
I sound old.
And then the J.K. other guy is the J.K. Simmons
oh, okay.
is the State Farm
Yeah,
insurance guy.
he's great.
And
in
he's
that
also
movie.
known as Jonas from Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, he is.
Ah.
That's who he plays.
You guys should see that. Seriously.
Jameis.
Yeah.
Right?
J. Jonah
Man,
Jameson.
James.
I'm so excited right now. There's going to be a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah,
I was super into that when I was
Reboot.
younger. I got a buddy who he owns an original. I used to collect comic books when I was a kid. He has an original Fantastic Four. He's got the 1st, the 4th, and then like the 11th or something like that in mint condition. The original comics. I mean, last time I talked to him, and this is a guy I haven't talked to for probably a decade and a half, 2 decades. And when I talked to him, then all he had then was his Fantastic Four, the 4th one, and it was worth like $9,000 back then.
Oh wow,
Dude, it's 2015 now. That shit is worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
God.
especially with Disney now being Marvel Universe. Oh, Fantastic Four is that?
Yeah, it's Marvel.
Yeah,
Marvel.
that's
Mhm.
Marvel.
Yep. Marvel's got all the good shit. Well, I don't
well
know.
now Disney does.
Yeah.
So very true. DC had some okay. I mean, they had Batman and they had
Superman.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman,
Wonder Woman.
Hulk. Wait,
Nope,
no,
Hulk's Marvel.
Yeah.
Hulk,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to get thrown off.
Yeah.
Even Daredevil's Marvel. All the good ones were
Yeah.
Marvel. Shit.
And Daredevil has a new show.
There's a new
It's
Daredevil
gonna
like
be a
half
new,
hour. kind of
show is like how Gotham is popular and all that stuff. And
Right.
Daredevil's a new show. It's going to be coming out too. It looks really good.
I was so in it, man. When I was a little kid, there was a period I went through. I wanted to be a comic book artist. I thought I would be the dopest job ever. You just sit around and draw. I was decent at it, but I never stuck with it. I wasn't disciplined enough. I just wanted to draw whatever I wanted to draw. But I thought
Naked women.
that's all I do. That's all I do. It was an awkward face. okay?
Penises and naked.
Oh, holy shit! Well, I think we're getting kind kind of close to the end here.
Yeah, winding down.
Yeah, winding down to the last little bit of the show here. So I just want to say a very special thank you to Fatshion Queen. Please go to her website, check out her stuff at fatshion.com. That's FATSHION queen.com.
Don't forget the queen.
Yeah, what's your Instagram handle too? Because you got
Fatshion
that's
The same, yeah.
Fatshion Queen, Fatshion Queen, Fatshion Queen.
Just keeping it universal.
keeping it universal.
Yeah. But what plugs do you have? You have anything you want to announce?
No, just Torrid is doing an interview with me here coming up.
Okay.
That's it.
Nice.
Absolutely dope. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. Who do we got next week, Mike?
Next week we have Sonia Lujan, who's a local artist here in the Denver area.
Sweet.
She has a few galleries that's been around and everything like that. So we have her next week.
Well, absolutely cool. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll go ahead and do our ceremonial toast here.
All right. Right there, you guys. That's the wrap.